All right, you look back into the record books and you'll see that the 14th of September is the first time you get what we could call a hard freeze set on this day back in 1964 with a low of 29. Yesterday, the record low was 31, also from the same air mass, same year, 1964. As we look at the record highs, it's certainly going to be hot around here. It's still the summer season after all. 99 set back in 1952. Well, outside right now, many locations in the mid-70s. A little bit of rain-cooled 71 down in New Martinsville, 79 in Morgantown, 75 Washington and Cambridge. Winds coming in generally out of the west and northwest and north-northwest. The cooler, drier air is beginning to move our way. Well, we'll say it's a less humid air, even though it's probably going to be rain showers on and off until noon tomorrow. Here's what our Doppler Plus is showing over the last 12 hours. You can see how showers have rapidly moved up in our direction. Southern, basically along and south of Interstate 70s where we've seen most of the rain. But you can see there's another big blob that wants to move in our direction. We'll show you a wider view right here. You can see this is the little band that went through, but still, this is associated, this is like behind the cold front. The cold front, well, actually, this is the second front. Yeah, come think of it. I'm not actually sure where the front is. Ah, boy. Well, anyway, look at this. Rapid City, 43. They're obviously in the cold air. Minneapolis, 58. Chicago, 56. So, and then the 85 in Louisville. So if you were going to draw a front based on temperatures, you'd have to put it up, between Kansas City and Louisville and Chicago and Buffalo. So I'd say it's still to the west of the area, but it looks like most of the rain is behind the front on this one. Well, anyway, we'll move on, show you the dew points. They're high from our area eastward. Super high humidity is down along the Mississippi River in Mississippi and Louisiana. There we go in terms of watches and warnings. Second night in a row, freeze watches and freeze warnings and frost advisories and all that other nasty stuff up that way. And I'm thinking that's like a red flag warning. It's awfully dry out there in northern parts of Arizona. Isolated severe thunderstorm there in the south. Eastern part of Arizona, it looks like there might be something there along the Texas-New Mexico border, not too far from El Paso. And then we also have a few severe thunderstorms as we speak, just to the east of the area, getting ready to hit Garrett County, now moving through Preston County, West Virginia. Well, there's a wider view of the system. There seems to be like a little curlicue here, a little disturbance, which is going to be running up along the front. And meanwhile, the colder air is beginning to cut in from the north. Big low up here and then a monster splash of cold air coming in to the heartland. Well, here's our predictor. Showing the cold front still to the west of the area by 4 p.m., but it moves through in the evening hours, and then by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, well, even 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're showing a little bit of the green. Notice the pink, which is our color we use for rain-snow mix, and then white is used for snow. So you can see up there in parts of Ontario, they're going to be dealing with snow. Now, there's Tropical Storm Maria moving up along the coast, but Maria's not going to be a big deal. Have no effect on our weather. Cold front by this time tomorrow should be getting ready to move through the Tidewater, Virginia area. And we're expecting to see some clearing occurring tomorrow afternoon. But tomorrow morning looks kind of wet and cool. High temperatures tomorrow are struggling to get up to 60 degrees. So that's a little cool for the winter season. There's your high pressure. Beautiful for the fourth week of high school football. Saturday's looking great. Sunday's looking even better. We're going to warm things up as we go through the weekend. And eventually, it does look like we'll begin. I keep pushing the button here, nothing's happening. We eventually, Monday night into Tuesday night into Wednesday, we may be looking at a few showers. This beautiful high moves off the coast. We get a wave of low pressure, comes into the Ohio Valley, and there appears to be something developing there. So there you go. It looks like we're going to start wet. It'll be cool and wet at the bus stop tomorrow morning, but not terribly cold. Probably 55, something like that with light rain. But it doesn't warm up as we go through the day. We'll call it breezy. I think the winds are going to be coming in out of the northwest, and it's going to be cold Canadian air coming in. And then it looks like Friday morning will be our coldest morning. I'm saying most of us will be down near 41. That means some of our typically colder areas could be dropping into the mid to upper 30s. Might be cold enough for frost in 2 or 3 of our, say if there's 100 communities out there watching, 2 or 3 of them may deal with a little bit of light frost there Friday morning. And then Saturday morning we start cool, and then by Sunday afternoon we're in the low 70s. Monday's looking good, I think, until sundown at least, and then we'll have a chance for some showers, and it looks like we'll be warming things back up again, almost back up near average by the time we get into the middle part of next week. So, hey, a lot going on here in the next 24 hours.